Welcome to Proactis Cost Reduction Series, another board meeting where how to reduce costs is again discussed by the executive team. The topic quickly turns to how to better control what is being spent on goods and services across the organisation. And whilst they do have written policies in place, they know that people often buy outside these purchasing controls. It's hard to know the exact amount it's costing them, but the CFO takes a quick estimate. £100 million is their approximate non-payroll spend. 75% of that is discretionary, meaning it can be targeted, items above and beyond utilities and so on. 10% of that surely could be avoided if managers always had the opportunity to approve or not, based on how necessary the purchase really is, whether or not the item is already available somewhere in the company, the current standing on budget, and so on. Now that adds up to £7.5 million a year, but even a fraction of those savings would be nice to have. But that's just part of the story. Much of that money is spent with suppliers whom they do not have price agreements with, so discounts that have been negotiated up front are often wasted. Here's an estimate from the CPO what that amounts to. Looking at the discretionary spend, which was already estimated at £75 million, a good 20% of that is unnecessarily spent off contract, meaning this is spent with sources other than ones where they have supply agreements in place. And for those purchases where contracts are not suitable, 12% is a conservative estimate of how much they can negotiate spot agreements on if those requests are routed to procurement first to get competitive bids. And when the procurement team is involved in negotiating agreements up front, they typically achieve around 17% average savings. So using that number, it would be fair to assume another £4 million is being lost on all those off-contract and non-bid purchases. So the total opportunity here, there is £7.5 million savings by avoiding those unauthorised purchases, plus a further £4 million of savings from increased buying against negotiated supply agreements. That's a potential £11.5 million total savings per year straight to the bottom line. So why is so much being purchased without proper authorisation? Well, when they take a look, they find that employees say that the requisition process just takes too long. The business moves much faster than paper. Waiting to get official approval before they take action often impacts their ability to do the day job. Many don't know what the proper procedure is in the first place. And they don't know which suppliers the organisation has discounts with, especially at point of purchase. Managers also say that they can't get a handle on the budget position. They don't have an up-to-date snapshot of commitments and often go over budget. Staff often say that they can find a better deal than procurement. And managers just tend to say OK because at least their staff are trying to be cost conscious. And purchase requests come at them constantly, so it's hard to focus on making a good decision sometimes. Now this seems like a problem they can actually do something about, so they outline what they need to do to get all the purchases going through the right process. They want the capabilities to remove paper from the equation so that they can standardise the way all purchases are made, eliminate communication bottlenecks, and capture history of all activity. They want to build authorisation policies into the system so the right process is always followed, to save time by automatically approving purchases that are obviously OK. They want to give managers full visibility of previous and in-process expenditures against budget in order to make better decisions and have control over purchase requests. To make supply agreements highly visible at point of purchase. Enable people to shop and compare multiple sources from within the system. And above all, to make the system highly easy to use and accessible anywhere. In addition to saving the £11.5 million they identified, if they had those capabilities, they would gain some additional benefits as well. They would be able to reduce unnecessary administration, automate the invoice matching process in accounts payable, perform more thorough spend analysis, and gain better visibility of the overall cost pipeline. Now consider the potential savings opportunity for your organisation. Take the next step. Use the Proactis cost reduction calculator.